Good afternoon, everyone. See, we've got a couple of early people with us. We'll just give it a few more minutes to a few people to arrive, and then I'll go through the roadmap of SAP Business One. So, hello and welcome. Okay, so I make it 1:30, so I will start the presentation. For those of you that have not met me before, I'm Julie Knowles and I'm the Customer Success Manager here at Scarry. So I look after all the customers here. I do have plenty of SAP Business One knowledge. Today I'm talking you through the roadmap, where SAP is going, discuss the web client, and for anyone who's not seen it, I can give you a quick little show of that as well today. If anybody wants a deep dive on anything that I'm going through today, I can do that individually after the session at another date. Is that okay with everyone? Okay, so I'm just going to hide my webcam while we go through the presentation. Any questions, please shout as we go through. Thank you. Okay, so the B1 roadmap. I just wanted to show you first a statement from somebody quite senior within. Sorry, my screen's not working. Oh, there we go. Okay, from somebody quite senior within SAP, just to give you the reassurance that SAP is going nowhere. So, this is Jan. He's the President and Chief Product Officer, and this is a statement he made that SAP Business One is certainly here to stay, and it's getting developed and it's going to be around for a long time. So just to give you that reassurance, I thought I would share that statement. Okay, so they're investing in the future and security of SAP Business One. They're enhancing its integration. They're doing a lot of development and especially focusing on the web client, which is news to everyone. So I'll be going through some things on the web client shortly as we go through. So again, that's another statement to share with you that innovations are happening and SAP Business One is moving along and will be around. Okay, so just to show you the numbers, there's 82,000 customers around the world, partner solutions, partners worldwide, 7,000 plus subsidiaries. So great user base out there for SAP Business One, and it's a strong and moving forward base for everyone. Okay, and then just to put together how SAP Business One solution hangs together. So, you've got SAP Business One as the core, there's integration framework, there's service layer, there's SDK, it sits on HANA database or Microsoft SQL database, and it can be on-premise and cloud. So that just shows you the structure of what SAP Business One is and where it's works in the world. Okay, so web client, this is obviously a hot topic for everyone, but the web client is best of both worlds. Not all functionality is there quite yet, but if you do have users currently that only need to view or do very little, start encouraging them to use the web client. It's got great integration with Microsoft 365. So these are the current functions that it currently supports. It's sales and purchasing, CRM, timesheets, payments, finance, items and business partners, inventory transactions, documents, analytic capabilities. And it's quite moving forward with integration into Microsoft 365, collaborating with Teams, email, user-defined fields, tables and objects. So this is where it's at now. So not all functionality is there. For those that use Boyum, B1 up extensively, that's not quite there yet either. There's talk of it, but as SAP Business One client evolves, you may use less of Boyum B1 usability pack. but it'll always have its place, it will always have its use, complex transactions and complex lookups that you wish to do. This is the framework that it sits on. So for the techies in the room, that's how it works. So you can customize the views. It does support user interface. It is support for events. Okay, and then all the development around it is all modern and functional. Okay, web analytics. This is a great tool. I like web analytics. It does nice graphs. You can email as your KPIs, which are all live. If this is something you're not using and you want to have a webinar, with me and look at this in more detail, happy to show you that. I will give you a quick look shortly, but do encourage you to start looking and playing around with the web client. It's very powerful and it's going to be very strong in the future. So you can see where SAP is moving with the web client. It looks nice and they want to encourage users to use it moving forward. Okay, so what's coming next? Which is SP2508. We're currently rolling out 2502 if you are on our hosting environment. If you're on premise, we do have some incentives of moving you onto our cloud environment because SAP is becoming very much cloud focused. So do talk to me about that if you wish to. So you can see here, I'm not going to go through all of these, but there's quite a lot of legal compliances being addressed in certain countries to make it more compatible. So obviously there's going to be more support in making tax digital. Very much a lot going on in cloud and infrastructure to support that, and certificate verification and identities and making it more secure as users log in. Okay, so SAP Business One, outlook on the web client for the next phase. Okay, so attachment handling will be there. There'll be extended business scope, so finance, marketing, blanket agreements, transactions, landed costs, pick and pack, production, orders and resources will be out in the next release on the web client. So between 25 and 26, by the end of 2026, they're expecting all functionality to be available on the web client, as in standard functionality from your typical fat client logging in. Okay, so quite a lot there that's coming out in the next release, especially it's good to see Microsoft 365 integration. Okay, AI is what we all talk about. This is very much in proof of concept, but SAP are very much looking at AI, so intelligent invoice scanning, extraction, build processes. So they are investing in the future with AI and SAP Business One. This is all evolving. And you'll get to see more AI appearing in SAP as the years go on, as we all expect, to help us do our jobs. Okay, so some dates on when SAP is going to be released. So version 10, the next releases are 2505, 08, 11, and then 2602. We expect version 11 to be released in 2027. And as I mentioned earlier, the web client is expected to be fully working and delivered by 2026. There is plenty of functionality in there already, especially with the analytics. Maybe a good time to start getting users to run them side by side. Okay. And there's continuous enhancements for SAP Business One Cloud, especially partner hosted options like ourselves, that they're continuing to work on that. and then obviously enhancements on mobile apps. Okay, so what's coming in version 11? Okay, so simplified deployment and upgrades, expecting that to be easier. Cloud operations and authentication, cloud storage integration, so connectivity to SharePoint, Google Drive, OneDrive. Okay, functionality, obviously the continuing with web client enhancements, item variants, but quite a big one there if you're a bill of materials user, is BOM versioning. So this is where you'll be able to store different versions of your bills of materials. So that's quite important for a lot of customers. Artificial intelligence, again, there's going to be extensive enhancements of AR adoption. So just watch this space and what goes on there. So as I said earlier, the first release is due to come in 2027. Okay, web client, again, this is planned innovations. So procurement wizards, service, financials, including fixed assets, inventory, projects, production, including MRP. So first step is just get production orders and resources. The next step will be production and resource planning. And then human resources will be available, and administration and setup will be available in the web client, as well as more on analytics, reporting, and support for printing. Okay, and then obviously integration, more's to come with Microsoft 365 and Outlook 365. Okay, so the next release is 2508. That'll be due this year. Again, there's all different things that'll be coming out there, but as I've said previously, production order and resources is the key one for people that are manufacturers. Okay, so AI integration, as I mentioned earlier, this is the proof of concept that SAP are doing at the moment. Okay, so they are committed to AI first. They are looking at less human interaction required to check tasks and complete tasks. So they want AI to perform, majority of your hard work, so you can concentrate on more important things in your business, like winning more customers, improving on profitability, being more proactive rather than reactive. Okay, so innovations, this is globalization. This is what's coming with legal compliance and localizations, probably not relevant to most people in this room, other than making tax digital, support through SAP document and reporting compliance. And anybody who uses SAP in any of the countries, that's what they're focusing on that side. And then single sign-on is quite important. They're doing a lot of work around security and single sign-on. So this is undergoing and will come in some version in the future. But just so you know that they are looking at the security of logging in and single sign-on. And then integration framework. Again, there's identify and access management, user authentication enhancements, role management for integration framework. If you are a subsidiary as part of a larger enterprise, they may have SAP S4HANA. There'll be integration into that, and then obviously security enhancements as well. Okay, so this is just a quick these were taken from a screen that we were watching. So just to show you some web client integration. So you can support for any form sharing a URL to current form view. It allows you to do that in the web client. It supports emails of the sales documents and payments with different attachments. Again, this is only in the web client. And then meeting request sending, that's supported in the web client with Office 365. Export to OneDrive, so you can now export some documents to OneDrive. It allows you to do that in your attachments from SAP. And then available features, this is just a list of those example screens that I've just shown you. So quite a lot of integration into Office. Okay, and then recent deliveries, single tenant. So you can bind Microsoft 365 into the same organizational directory as your registered application. SharePoint folder. You can share files into SharePoint now through SAP Web Client, and approval notifications. It does that as well through the Web Client. And again, this is some planned innovations with 365 integrations, quite a few there. So they're definitely investing in the Web Client, and that is the way forward, I would say, for SAP Business One. Okay, I will make these slides available if anybody wants them, but you can scan the barcode and you can get example queries and links for Web Client to have a play around with. So that's available. And then if you want to do any Web Client analytics training, there's some links there that you can do, or if you contact me, I can organise some training for yourselves on how to create client analytics. If anybody would like a separate session on the Web Client and Web Client analytics, please let me know in the chat afterwards, and I can certainly organise another session going on to that. Thank you. So I just wanted to quickly show you the Web Client for people that have not seen it. So if I just come out of there, go here. So can everyone see the Web Client login now? I'll assume that's a yes. Okay, so this is what the Web Client looks like, and this is what's available so far. So you can see it looks quite nice and slick. You can click on activities and it would show you the activities, and then I can click on the activity and it'll go to the activity. So it's a nice user-friendly environment. And then if I go back home, and then the analytics, these are all the out-of-the-box reports that are here already, which is quite a lot. So I could see a stock status chart, and that would show me that. I could maybe drill that down into an item description, and then I could do sales analytics, sales analysis. That's not a very good one, is it? Sales analysis by document overview. Okay, so you can see top 10 sales, open documents, value, suppliers. So there's quite a lot in there that are out of the box. So I do encourage you to have a play around with the analytics. You can run it side by side. From within the SAP client, you can launch the Web Client. So you could just, launch the analytics side of it and start doing some KPIs and real-time reporting. So nice, powerful little tool that's coming along quite nicely. So that was not a long session today. It was just a quick overview of what's coming. Full SAP roadmap is available. It is available to the public. If anyone would like the full one, please let me know. I can send that. Any questions? Okay. Well, if there's no questions, this recording will be posted out to everyone so you can watch again at your leisure and look at the more detail. But if there's nothing else, then thank you for attending.